Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to say thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us mercy and blessings. And then the Excellency Kiai Haji Muhammad Hasan Mutawakil Allah SIMM, the Excellency Dr. Abdul Aziz Wahab MAG as Director of Zainul Hasan Ginggung Islamic University. And the last unforgettable to Mr. Zainuddin MPD as the lecturer of English Phonology class. My name is Sylvia Tusaima. I'm from English Education Department. Here I will explain about chapter 7, which is about types of morphophonemic change. In the context of morphophonemics, which studies interactions between morphological and phonological process, there are several types of change that occur. While the terms assimilations and other morphophonemic changes are not explicitly categorized as the only two types, we can explain this concept within the broader framework or morphophonemic change. The first, assimilation. Assimilation is a phonological process where a sound becomes more similar to a neighboring sound in terms of one or more of its features. These changes occur to make pronunciation smoother or more efficient. It can happen in different directions. The first, progressive assimilations. A sound influences the following sound. The second, regressive assimilations. A sound is influenced by a preceding sound. For example, in English, the word input is something pronounced as input because the nasal sound and assimilates to bilabial sound p. Regressive assimilations. Here are explanations of each of these morphophonemic changes. Other morphophonemic changes. The first is loss of sounds. Elision. Elision occurs when sounds are omitted from a word during pronunciations. This often happens in fast or casual speech. For example, in English, the word camera is often pronounced as camera, where the second sound is dropped. Elision helps make speech more fluid. The second is addition of sounds. Epenthesis. Epenthesis refers to the insertions of an extra sound within a word. This can happen for phonological reasons, to make a word easier to pronounce, or due to the influence of a dialect. For instance, in some dialects of English, people might say athlete as athlete, adding an extra vowel sound. The third is vowel change or vowel alternations. Vowel change refer to when the vowel sound within a word changes, often as part of a grammatical shift. This occurs in many languages during inflections. For example, in English, the plural form of man is man, where the vowel changes from a to a. The fourth, shift of stress. This refers to the movement of stress from one syllable of a word to another, which can change the meaning or functions of the word. In English, this is common between nouns and verbs. For example, record has the stress on the first syllable, but record verb has the stress on the second syllable. The fifth is dissimulations. Dissimulation is when two similar sounds in a word become less alike. This happens to make words easier to pronounce. For example, the Latin word peregrinus became pilgrim. In English, where the R sound dissimulates to an E. For the last is synthesis. In a linguistic context, synthesis refers to the combinations of two or more linguistic elements. typically morphemes to form a new word or grammatical form. This is commonly seen in agglutinative languages where several morphemes are combined to express different grammatical categories. For example, in Turkish, one can add multiple suffixes to a word to express tense, case, and possessions in a single word. Each of these morphophonic processes helps in the evolutions and efficiency of spoken language. Okay, I think that's enough from me. I'm sorry if I made a mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.